What's going on, guys? We're back with a summary of everything, at least that we know of so far, that we're getting inside of the Diablo Immortal update. There's a few things on this list that I have not mentioned yet in the channel that I haven't seen on blog posts, whether that be Chinese, from the US, or Reddit, or the Baidu site at that. So we're gonna get into all 11 of these. Before I do, I wanna thank a few people: Red October, Solinari, Why Try, always sending me this information so when I wake up in the morning, I have content to wake up to share with you guys. I legit haven't had my coffee. I just walked the dogs and now I'm here recording with you guys before I head out to some basketball with my son. So, summary of the new version update contents. Each week, blank contracts can be purchased with gold from Nizza, the NPC, to summon pets. All pets can be traded in the marketplace after reaching level 30. This is something we didn't know before. I had no idea about pets, about trading, or anything like that. So knowing that we can trade pets, it makes me feel even more like it's kind of the way that we treat legendary gems, just in its own fashion. That's gonna be fun, interesting. Now the question is, how hard is it to get them to level 30? I would anticipate it's gonna be difficult. Number 2, added Inferno difficulties 4, 5, and 6. The new Inferno difficulties will drop new legendary items, new green sets, and a new Paragon tree. I was actually thinking the other day, like, I have maxed out a whole bunch of my Paragon trees that they have to be coming out with a new one soon. Now we see what they are. Number 3, added legendary essence wishing function. This was nice. We mentioned it yesterday, where if you just have not yet gotten that one essence that you need, you could add a wish to it. It's going to better your odds of getting that essence. That's cool. Number 4, added gender change function. All players can change their genders for free. I get the feeling this is going to be the biggest thing that everyone loves about the update, or that everyone is excited about, and I don't know why. I could see a lot of memes going on around this stuff, and I've seen a lot of comments, but I will say people are excited about the gender change function, so good. I'm glad everyone's happy about it. We have number 5, Battleground optimizations. Enabled cross-server matching for all servers. PvP modes attribute compression range adjusted. The new compression range allows you to better demonstrate your abilities. Battle power calculations in Battlegrounds will account for the benefits gained from pets. So it looks like pets are going to be in Battlegrounds after all. We were talking yesterday how I was not sure if they were going to be part of Battlegrounds. It seems they are, which, if Blizzard is trying to make money from pets, which of course that's part of the strategy here, it's important that they include them in Battlegrounds so that the big spenders will want them. Because if we had pets that were only for farming and PvE, the whales that really do spend the money inside of the game wouldn't have as much interest in them. Well, maybe they would because they want to have everything in the game, but it really wouldn't affect their PvP. Looks like pets will be affecting PvP. Also worth noting from that, enabling cross-server matchmaking for all servers. Does this mean servers like Chinese servers and North American servers? There's a lot of different server clusters, right? Does this mean all clusters will be in one big pot now? The big pot where we was talking about the difference and how people over in China on the NetEase version of this game are able to buy and sell accounts and have easier ways to progress max accounts? Because that would seem like an unfair advantage in Battlegrounds, specifically if you had people that can make a max account for much cheaper than people over here in North America. I could see that being some controversy there. I'm not sure though if they mean all servers within your region cluster or all servers altogether. We'll find out in time. Added new legendary gems, number 6, and a market review section. The marketplace will have a dedicated review section for items, so the review period will no longer occupy players' sales slots. Oh, that's nice. You know how when you put something up there and you sell it and then it takes a while to go up and a while for you to actually claim? It seems that those slots will no longer be taken up because we have the review section. I guess I didn't know what that was for. I don't know. Maybe I guess it's for Blizzard to take a peek at it if they ever feel things are fishy. Who knows? When they said review, I initially thought we could actually review the gems and leave written reviews, but guess not. Number 7, adjusted the position of the stance switch button. Players can now change the position of stance switch button in the settings to prevent misclicks during combat. So the button is no longer going to be available, huh? I don't know that I've really ever in combat accidentally misclicked the stance button where it impacted me in that battle. So now they're going to have to go to the settings. That kind of takes away the whole ability to be able to switch on the fly if you need to. I don't really like that, to be honest with you. And I could see people setting it to the offensive all the time and then never looking back, never changing it. So the whole stance thing is kind of going to be null and void at that point. Number 8, added equipment enhancement and Heliquary have new catch-up mechanisms. Quick skip for stories is also available. Returning players or new servers can also enjoy an AI companion feature. Wait a second. New servers? Are they opening up new servers? Added equipment enhancement and Heliquary have new catch-up mechanisms. So the big problem was, if you start Diablo Immortal a month ago and you get yourself to the same Paragon level as me, and I've been playing for a year and a half, you still were behind because of your equipment and because of your lack of progression in Heliquary and upgrading your Heliquary. Mine's like level 52 or 53 or 54 right now, something like that. But someone that started a month ago wouldn't have had the ability to get it up that high, or the power. But now there's a catch-up mechanic there, so really someone that starts a month ago can catch up in all facets, or at least more facets of the game now versus like me, who I've been playing since day one. Number 9, random special events in Dungeon and Soul Trial. This was Soul Trial was going to be where we could use the different skills. So we can be a barbarian with casting skills and summoning skills, or make it however we want. It's an event, it's not full time. That's really cool though, it's gonna be fun, I can't wait to see it. And the random special events in dungeons are when big bosses come, and bosses that aren't supposed to be in those dungeons. Bigger bosses, bigger rewards, more fun. That sounds cool too. Number 10 is the tower defense mode, which we haven't really heard much about. There hasn't been a ton of information given about the tower defense mode. And I'm still wondering if it's going to be a mode within the new zone, or if it's going to be an event that we could get to from wherever we are. If it's a timed event that happens inside of the zone, it's less exciting. If it happens once or twice a day. But if it's something that we could do whenever we want, participate in tower defense, kind of like we could do that with fishing, that seems fun. And I like tower defense, so that's cool. The Rite of Cleansing daily activity. We spoke about this one yesterday. That had something to do with the flower petals and something to do with pets. And to be honest with you, I don't recall the full details. If you want the full details on that one, yesterday's update video went in depth about it. Number 12, a whole bunch of X's. We also have to note that they did not mention in everything here that we are getting new pets. In the United States or North America, there's going to be 5 new pets. In China, they're going to be 8. I would assume that us here in the US, we're going to be getting the additional 3. Shortly. For some reason, they may be in testing or something over in China. I'm not sure. Maybe they're worried that they're going to be overpowered. Who knows? But we're going to be getting all the pets, I would assume, at some point in time. But 5 on this update. Of course, we have the new zone. We can guess that there's going to be a new dungeon within the zone, but that hasn't been mentioned or guaranteed. So there's a lot. There is a lot going on in this update. Blizzard called this the biggest update of all time. And as we learn more and more about it, it does seem to be just that. Now, I wish that Blizzard would put out their own blog post about this, like, so we don't have to find it on China's blog post, or we don't have to find it on Reddit, and we could just see it from, our team's mouths and writings. There's also an image that was shared over here, and it looks like the stance button. See, is that stances down there? It looks like that may be the stances, which is switchable. Maybe they're saying that in the settings you could move where your stance button is, not that you have to change stances in the settings. I'm not quite sure. I would much rather stances be moved on the main HUD than have to be accessed through the settings. And if I could move where it is displayed from the main HUD, and just by changing something in settings, that would be cool with me. I'd rather that than have to go to settings every time I want to change stances. Not that I ever do. All right, my day's about to start. I gotta go wake up my boy, gotta get him ready for basketball, gotta get this video out for you guys so you know what's happening in Diablo Immortal. The update's coming, guys. The 14th is only 5 days away. I will be putting out a full playthrough of my impressions of the update. It's gonna be probably a 2-hour video. Hope you guys decide to watch it and enjoy it, and I hope you guys enjoy the update.